first thing, that's a heck of a team right there, Robert Morris, that we just played and we just beat. And they won the league outright this year, which is very hard to do, how tough the league is. You know, I can't say the job that Coach Toole does with his guys in terms of getting them ready to play and ready to play every night. He's just one of the best coaches I've come across, even when I was an assistant. I just give a lot of respect for him and his program. You know, tonight, you know, we always talk about next man up. We had a few guys in foul trouble. We had a ton of adversity along the way, but we found a way in the end to do it. Pretty typical to our season, you know, adversity, prosperity, adversity, and more prosperity at the end. So a lot of credit to our guys for just having the character and the fortitude to not fold there and to stay strong and believe in one another.
When Julian went down, the game could have gone one of two ways. It went in your favor. Why do you think that was?
Well, you know, we're fortunate. Josh Castellanos is a 2-year starter here, started 18 games for us this year. You know, his number was called, and he stepped up, was ready to go. You know, Sam's played some point guard for us this year. So, you know, we have enough ball handlers to get through it there. And, you know, I think the biggest thing is, you know, our team has really decided to fall in love with our team and to try to find a way to do whatever it takes for us to find the will to win. You know, it was great in the timeout after Julian went down. Every one of our guys were chanting out, no excuses, guys, no excuses on the road to be a champion. And they played that way the remainder of the game.
Julian, can you tell us what happened with your injury?
Last I remember, I went up for a jump shot. When I came down, I don't know if I guess I came down on somebody's foot, and I just felt my ankle touch the floor.
Do you know the severity of it yet, or?
I can't really put any pressure on it. This is sprain.
Sprain.
Rashad, I guess you know, what's going through your mind? You've got Siobhan already on the bench with 4 fouls. You guys have an 8-point lead, and you know Julian goes out. You're able to extend that actually to 20 points over the next 10 minutes. Was you know, is that some of the best 10 minutes of the season? And again, what were you thinking at the time?
It was kind of tough, you know, saying him going, Julian going down, and then Siobhan being in foul trouble. And you know, I just trusted my guys. You know, even with me just coming out there and playing, focused and locking in, like you said, no excuses. So we all just locked in, refocused, and just went out there and played hard.
Sam, what was it like having to go back to, you know, doing a little more ball handling and bring the ball up a little bit after playing playing the 4 a lot less?
It's just whatever my team expects of me. You know, they have a ton of confidence in the coach and my teammates. So I just put it up for them, I guess.
Coach, defense isn't talked about with these guys a whole lot, but man, the job that they did on Robert Morris for most of the game tonight had to be, you know, pretty good for you.
Really proud of our guys. You know, we put together a game plan. You know, it's unfortunate, you know, we only are able to play them one time in the regular season. So it makes it difficult sometimes in game planning. But our guys just did an unbelievable job. We had 2 days of great preparation. A lot of it mental because we had played on Saturday. But they did a great job of understanding, you know, what they needed to do in order to defend. I mean, they're such a dynamic offensive team with the way they can shoot the ball and they can score in spurts, as we saw there the last 4 minutes. But our guys did an unbelievable job of following the game plan, trusting one another, trusting us to create the game plan and execute it out to the team.
Julian, what's the likelihood you play on Tuesday night?
Right now, I don't think it's pretty good. I can't put any pressure on it at all.
Jamie, they've done a great job all year of using ball movement to create their shots from beyond the arc. What did you guys see that you were able to lock them down and really deny them the ball to even get a shot up?
Yeah, you know, you know, I'm not sure if you were the game here. We played them in the second half, but we defended them pretty well in the second half. The last 10 minutes when we played earlier in the year, and you know, I'm very fortunate with Sam Prescott, Julian Norfleet, Rashard Wack, and they've really bought into playing defense, and they've really bought into being a part of a plan that's bigger than themselves and giving up their bodies. You know, we just really tried to get into them. Didn't want to allow them to shoot comfortable threes. I mean, they're one of the best three-point shooting teams we've seen. The last game, I think they shot 34 of them. So, you know, we wanted to really limit their attempts and make them play off the bounce a little bit. They hadn't had to do that in the last couple of weeks. So I think they were a little bit uncomfortable having to play off the bounce tonight.
And the job specifically that you guys did on Belton Jones today, he struggled significantly.
Yeah, you know, he's such a good player in terms of getting everyone's shots. You know, so we really just tried to limit his ability to create assists. Quite honestly, we wanted to make him have to beat us scoring the ball. And you know, I only have the stats in front of me, but I mean, he took how many shots did he take? You know, I think there were 4 and 5 coming into this game, and games where he shot 10 or more times. So we were determined to make him shoot 10 or more times, and to not allow him to create for others. I mean, they had 6 assists as a team. They're one of the highest assisted teams in the country. So that was really our game plan.
You guys haven't been home since you played Bryant?
We have not.
Yeah. Well, what's the trip been like for you guys so far? What have you done between games or kill time?
It's been great for me. I mean, I've been stuck on the bus with these guys, my family, and a chance to watch film. We really just looked at it like, it's a great opportunity for us to, we just added on to the things that have gone against us this year. Every time we played a good opponent, they're getting their best player back off injury, or, it just hasn't seemed this year anything just go all right for us. But we just kind of use that as more fuel for the engine. I mean, more fuel for the engine, I guess. And just say, hey, we're going to try to do something that no one's been able to do. I mean, no one's played Bryant at their place, won there, traveled 9 or 10 hours here, played a #1 team here, done that, and then played a championship game. So, we're trying to create our own history, understand that we have a great history at the Mount.
Will you go back home before Long Island, or?
We will go back home. We will go back home. We'll get back tonight. I know these guys will be excited to get back to campus a little bit. I'm sure campus will be excited for their arrival, and then we'll get on the bus and head up there either tomorrow or Monday.
Then some thoughts about going up there and trying to play a very good team that's been there before and probably doing it without your point guard.
I mean, LIU's so good. I mean, we caught them on a good night at our place, but they're so talented. And right now, they're so focused and so driven to get that third chance to advance, to be the first team in history to do that in the league. They're just a very good team. We're going to have to really play our best in order to have a positive outcome.
Coach, were you able to pick up the charge on Belton there, or was that a block?
The ref came over and told me that it was a block. But, I definitely embraced it. Took it on, and I was really worried about his safety. He was coming at really good speed, so when I kind of hit him, I kind of wrapped him up a little bit, and I was trying to keep him from going into the chairs. I had to keep myself from going into the chairs too. It was just tough. I'm glad he was all right though. I hope he's all right. I guess he went down with injury later in the game too, but I hope he's all right. Great player. Great player.
Rashad, I mean, confidence has been the word that's been used with this team a lot over the last month. Can you just talk about how it's really picked up for the last half of the season with you guys? Or?
I guess we just all focus. One thing we do preach is to stay confident. On to the next play. Everything we do, we make a mistake on offense or defense. We just gotta erase it, go on to the next play, and stay confident.
And Sam, what were those last few minutes like? You had a 20-point lead with 5 minutes to go, but it wasn't over. With a couple minutes left, they were still in.
Yeah, we do preach executing the defender down that stretch. They make good plays down that stretch. They're, like Coach said, they're a great shooting team. When they get comfortable, they can light it up. So it was a little scary, but we pulled together and we just made good plays down that stretch.
Credit to Miles Payton. He stepped up and made 3 threes there in that last 5 minutes. He shoots 26% from 3. So that's also part of the game plan. If he would have gone for 6 more in that last 5 minutes, it would have been on us. But we really had to make him shoot the ball from the outside and keep Carmelo Anthony going.
Can you talk about the minutes Josh gave you, because he hasn't played a lot?
I thought he was tremendous. I mean, he's obviously he's been in and out of the lineup all year, but a ton of experience. The guys wanted him on the trip. They were dying for him to be with us, and he had a great game for us in terms of just getting to the free throw line 4 times, finishing for us, and just being a steady ball handler out there. I mean, again, he's been there before, and he's logged a ton of minutes. He's started a lot of games, so he really gave us some positive minutes tonight.
How much does it change your dynamic? I mean, the 4-guard rotation has done so well for you. If he's not able to play, how much does that change what you guys do?
Well, anytime you lose a player like Julian who can shoot the ball behind the ball screen, come off and make decisions, it's just having a season like he's having. It's going to hurt your team. But our guys always rally around one another and just keep finding a way. I mean, they keep believing in being scrappy and being gladiators on the road. And sometimes when you're a gladiator on the road, you don't have advantages like everybody else does. So you got to find a way to do it. And our team has had that kind of identity all season long.
Julian, I'm sure it was a pretty helpless feeling for you when you went down and there was 15 minutes to go in the half. Can you just talk about the faith you had in your guys and the confidence you had in them to pull the game out?
When I first came out, I just felt devastated because I felt like I had let the rest of the team down. But they all, when they called the timeout, they all came and rallied around me, and they said this one was for me. So once they said that, and then they all got energized, I had complete faith that we were going to win